What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome back to some Sledders. I have had an untold amount of comments at this point asking me to play this game again, and very lucky for me, for whatever reason, the last Sledders videos that I made has seemed to pop off a bit. It's sat at around 45-ish thousand views right now, and I think because of this, I opened my emails the other day and had a message from Bonus Stage Publishing, who are the publishers of this game, and basically I've used my YouTube privilege to get a free key out of it. So the actual full game of this, or I guess the beginnings of a full game of this, are releasing on the 5th of December. However, your boy, being your boy, has got a little bit of, I guess, some early access. And I'm going to quickly throw up all of the updates that I have for you right now on screen. Just in case you want to read through them all one by one, feel free to pause. However, I'm going to just cover a few of these today. But one thing that I was really impressed with, which could have been the case last video and I just didn't notice, but if we go through over to our vehicles here, I do now have a massive list of vehicles to choose from. And pay attention to my rider's leg. Is every single different sled that we choose here, it's a slightly different size, but then that means that the rider's foot will actually change accordingly. And it's such a small, like, detail in modelling the riders for each individual sled. But I'm a big fan of it. Also, at some point, we need to channel our inner Larry and Tyser.
I'm still gonna send it.
And ride this bad boy, because I think that is really, really cool. But for now, I'm really enjoying this this one right here, and I think it looks very cool as well. Not to mention the actual rider's skin looks actually really, really nice. I'm aware there's a bit of a modding community for this game already in terms of skinning, which I've not touched on just yet, but it'll be nice to get involved in that in the future as well.
For all of you passionate gamers, you can now get 20% off all G Fuel products worldwide by using code LINS at checkout. And for any of you motorheads looking for some new drip or apparel, use code MXPR_LINS15 fxrracing.eu to get 15% off. All links and codes are in the description down below. Enjoy the video and drop a cheeky little like and subscribe.
So I'm not going to be able to cover each and every individual change in this video, but we'll go through a few things. So first of all, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see we now have a playlist. You can see everybody in the lobby. There is also, I guess, more of like a safety feature for people like me making videos or streamers, where you can just hide names altogether. As a lot of you pointed out, which I didn't realise until after the fact, there was one or two people with very not nice names, let's say, last time I done this, and I think they've kind of added a profanity filter now, so you can't run bad names anymore. I'm sure there's a way around it with using special character and stuff, but you do have to be a massive degenerate to try and go that far. Something else that we've got, which you guys really, really recommended that I try and use, is if we go to options, we now have different depths of field for various cameras. So if you play third person, you can change that FOV. If you play first person, you can change that one separately. But one thing that everyone suggested that I turn on here is auto steer. And whether it's the way that the game has now been adjusted to ride physics wise, or if it is just the auto steer, my god, is it so much easier to play now than it was originally. And one of the biggest things is, if I get out of this tree real quick, you would have noticed before, if I accelerate, I would just dig down into a hole and not move anywhere. Now, so easy, I just start moving forward straight away. So right off the bat, for absolute noobs like me who have never ever ridden a snowmobile in their entire life, and probably never will because they're from a part of the world where you do not get good snow like this, it's just like an ease of access thing that makes it so much more enjoyable straight off the bat. And I won't lie, last night I hopped on the game to do a little bit of I guess scouting, a little bit of reconnaissance works, because apparently there's a few jumps that have been added to the woodland area here, and the woodland area has been made 25% bigger as well, apparently, which is nice. More room to ride about. So I thought I'd do some scouting and see if I could find any of these new jumps. But what happened is I thought, you know what, I'll hop on for 10 minutes or so, have a little ride around, have a bit of fun. And then I looked at the clock and it had been 2 hours. I had literally been riding around, discovering the map for 2 hours straight, which I think is just so funny. This snowmobile, by the way, absolutely rapid. And look how easy it is for me to turn now. Just get off the back of the thing, just slalom left and right. And you would remember in the last video when I started getting a little bit out of shape, a little bit sketchy, you get a bit of a tank slapper going on side to side. It kind of fixes itself now. It kind of helps save you, and it's just the actual moment-to-moment gameplay of it now feels so much more fluid, so much more natural, and I don't find myself stuck on a hill for 20 minutes just respawning over and over and over again. It seems like what a lot of people like to do in this game at the moment is you'll see these purple bits on the map are the highest points. A lot of people seem to be challenging themselves to get from the bottom to the top as fast as possible, and I have made it to the top once, and the views are incredible. Like, there's a day-night cycle in this game, and the skybox, by the way, looks amazing when you when you're just getting from day into the night time and the sun's going down. The sky goes some very, very pretty colours, which I'm sure will do wonders for thumbnails. And also, to address the elephant in the room, Linz, why are you wearing a hat? You're indoors. What are you doing, you idiot? I've just woken up, and I haven't bothered with doing my hair or anything yet. So I just thought, you know what, we're going to hop on, we're going to play some sledders, we're going to have a good time, and just kind of showcase what's what. One of the other changes, which we didn't have before, is if I decide to hit this tree as fast as I possibly can. Oh, literally, now that I want to crash, I can't. You can actually crash now, so bear with me. I want to try and hit something as fast as possible. Here we go. Here we go. Go, 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 go. No, I missed it. Oh, why when I actually want to hit a tree do I miss one? Oh, there's a big boy here. There's a big boy here. There's a big boy here. Oosh! You can actually crash now, and we got some nice new ragdoll physics. Big fan of. Just again, adds that little quality of life where you can actually fall off the screen now. We got some new dynamic third person. So before we had third person, and then we had like a drone camera and first person. But we've got some different options now where stuff can move about. In terms of like buttons to mess about with these different cameras or move it around left to right, not too sure just yet. And apparently there is a free camera mod that you can download if you want to go get some cool screenshots from all sorts of different angles too, which is a massive W. What we can do is if I go to this spawn point right here that I set last night, you will see in front of us, we got to jump. I'm very bad at jumping. I've read comments in Discord that apparently jumping is also quite difficult. There's 2 jumps here in a row. I very much doubt that I will be able to link them together. But here goes nothing. And the actual in-air control of the snowmobile, it feels very... Oh, there's one. We down... Oh, no! Oh, swap, swap, swap. And then we jump off this boy. Yeah, yeet. Can get backflip. Backflip! Backflip! Ah! It's just... I mean, thank God snow is soft, right? But I imagine that's still very, very painful. And it's just little details like this they've added about. So if I go quiet here... You get a little crackle of the campfire. Nice little environmental effect there that I'm a big fan of. Apparently, I've not found it yet, but there is also like a campsite and watchtower and fences. Now, I see this pylon in the distance. I kind of want to go towards because honestly, I've got no idea what's about there. I did find some pylons last night, just in terms of like power lines, you know, electricity stuff going on, but it didn't really lead me to anything. But I'm interested to know if there's anything at the base of this bad boy. And I just want to say I've got no idea what engine this game is built on. I've not done my research enough to check, but it's just so pretty. You know, just riding through the trees here is very, very atmospheric, very calming. Although I will admit, it's one of them games that I do play with the volume down a bit, because after a while, the sounds do get a little bit... I don't know, I want to say like jarring. More of a UK word than anything else, so if you don't know what that means, don't worry. It gets on your nerves a little bit, just where it is like the same loud, repetitive noise. So there's actually nothing here. There's nothing here, it's just a tower. It'd be cool if we could like get off and climb, etc. One thing that I did want to show you real quick, let me pull up an image. To give you an idea of things and what they want to work on in the future is we've got stuff like this with like a spot builder kit. So you could pull up anywhere in the map and essentially build your own ramps. And the concept of that and making the map almost like this sandbox that you can play on is really, really appealing to me. As someone who is usually more of a racer in games rather than a free ride kind of guy, I really, really enjoy that whole concept of just going wherever you want and building whatever you want. I'm not too sure how that would work from a multiplayer perspective, or if it's something that would just be limited to single player. Imagine getting online with your friends and just finding spots to build massive ramps. And like, so say for example, we've got here on the very, very top left, we've got this massive, massive hill that you can climb up. Just set a massive ramp to the top of it, jump all the way to the bottom, see if you survive. Could be a very, very good time all around. And there's just an overall sense of there's more polish to the game now, I would say. So the update, whether it's a combination of the extra space, that there's extra maps now as well. It's not just this woodland area. They've cleared out some areas with more trees, so their stuff's a bit more open too. They've added jumps to it, just added kind of more character to the map with like jumps and cabins and logs and such. And oh, get up there! And just with making the game feel a little bit easier in terms of the control, because I wouldn't have been able to get up that hill before. It makes it a lot more fun for a rookie like me. That I'm sure there's probably some purists in the community that maybe don't like that the game's getting a little bit easier. Oh, hang on. There's people. We found people. I didn't even intentionally do this. Hello, guys. Friends, my brothers. Come and chill. Oh, look at all these B-Tech riders. Look at these poverty riders. They haven't got the full fleshed out skins like me. They're all default boys. Look at this. Lovely. And one thing that I don't think is the case yet, or I was trying to follow this man's trail, is I don't think, so you see all of the snow deformation in front of me here, I don't think it actually affects you when you're riding. But you can see people are trying to get up this... Oh no, are they sending this back down, or are they jumping up? There's a bit of a mosh pit going on here. What is going on? Oh, boys. Oh, okay, no, it does affect you. It 100% affects you. What is going on? Oh my god. See, luckily for me, everyone's just got the name player, so you have to physically set a nickname in-game if you want to appear that way. And there are collisions on people too, which is a big W. So I just want to go back and hit this jump again. You see my markers on the map. Basically, wherever you've been, you can set a marker to yourself. So I can't just like randomly teleport into this corner of the map if I wanted to. You have to have been there before. However, I can go to this waypoint if I want to, and we can look at what we looked at earlier. I can load it up again, and we can go to this waypoint again. Just try and hit this jump again and see if we can actually backflip this time. Do see that the snow's reset, which is interesting. I'm guessing if you get further away or after a certain period of time, it resets itself. I'm getting all kinds of swaps down this hill. Let's get a little bit of a whip going on. We're up and downside that, and there's a couple of them dotted around the map, although that is the only one that I've found so far. I did see a really interesting clip, which I think I saw on TikTok, actually. I'm not sure if it was from the devs or from someone else completely. It's a while back now. But they were showcasing almost like it wasn't snowcross in the sense that it was an actual track, but it was a proper set of like jump rhythms. So like multiple well-built jumps, one after the other, that looked like they were of like a competition quality. And that speaks volumes to me. I want that in this game. I don't care how long it takes. I'd love it to happen, because I do think that this game could really benefit from that sort of a scene. And this game could also benefit, I think, from a racing scene eventually. Now, depending on how much they let people mod and what kind of tools they throw their way, if there's any way of making tracks when you get actual lap times to count or set like checkpoints and markers, blah, 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 I think it could be really, really good. And opening the door to multiple disciplines, so having this free ride aspect at the core of the game, then having a race scene, and then maybe having a freestyle free ride side of things where you could do tricks if you wanted to, I think that would be the best direction for this. I don't know like the full-on roadmap of this game. I've not gone that in depth. All I've done is had a look at kind of the updates of this, which they've called the American size update, which I think is quite funny, just making the game bigger essentially. Really, really cool. Apparently, the actual full version of this that I'm playing right now, for people that don't have like early access keys or aren't part of the Patreon to get the game a little bit early, this all releases on December the 5th. In terms of updates additionally to this on December the 5th, I am not too sure just yet. I would like to think so, you know, not 100% sure, but at least you will be getting everything that you see in front of you right here when it comes to the game. So lots of different changes, some very, very good quality of life changes, even as far as just having your playlists, having certain profanities being banned in servers, and overall the polish of the game right now feels good. I feel like I'm flowing good. I feel like I can actually ride the thing now and not just be stuck in trees over and over again. Of course, I have moments where, like now, I'm trying to turn left and I'm still going right towards into the tree, but that's because I think I've got about 6 hours total played on the game. And I've opened up the Discord. I've seen people saying they've got like 500 hours and they still suck and can't go properly. So it is a learning experience. There is a curve to the game. So don't expect to just hop on straight away and just rip around wherever you want to. It does take some patience. It does take some time. But I'm quite happy. I'm a very, very happy man so far. One thing that I think would be a very, very funny addition that if they just didn't tell anybody about at some point is if they added a few Easter eggs, maybe like a Bigfoot Easter egg, something like that. Because when you play at night time and you're working your way through these trees and you've got your headlight on, it can get very, very ominous, I think is the word to say, and you're just expecting something to appear in the trees. So I get something to just increase player engagement, get people exploring, maybe having like a rare Easter egg, something like that. Maybe a Bigfoot appears for a certain time throughout the day-night cycle amongst a certain set of trees. Just little things like that to keep the community hunting for different things to do, because the map is huge. Like, the map is massive. It takes you a long time to get from point A to point B, especially when you then realise that it's not that easy to traverse the terrain anyway. Especially when it comes to hills. Like, hills are the most difficult thing in this so far. Trying to pick your line and go up a hill without hitting a tree or without losing your momentum, really, really difficult to do. But it seems like the biggest pastime for people right now is going on a hill like this and trying to get to the top of it, which I think I'm actually going to try and do. See if I can get to the top of this bad boy. Although we've not got a great run here. The issue is it's constantly trying to pull you down to the right-hand side where it's a little bit off camber. But my god, does this thing track up the hill so much better than what I'm used to. I'm going to pass Mr. Oak here. Hello, sir. I can't raise my hand and wave at you, unfortunately. This is not MX Bikes, this is Sledders. But let's see if we can get to the top. We're losing speed, we're losing speed, we're losing speed. No! Oh, we're going to be going back down. But look at that view. A little bit of a failed attempt there, but very, very pretty view. The sun is setting. It's going into a little bit more of the golden hour, and I think it looks very, very nice. But I think I might wrap it up for me for this little bit of a Sledders update. I'm a lot more excited now for the progress and the updates on this game than I ever was, especially seeing how much you guys are enjoying it as well. That's the biggest thing that's got me coming back and just checking in on the Discord every now and then, is seeing just how much interest there is in this game. And I think it's got to be like a leader for snowmobile games ever. But I've never seen anything like this before. Being able to make games like this in this day and age, really, really cool. But I think I might wrap it up there. I'm just probably just gonna end up exploring for a really long amount of time, just hitting some random bumps and jumps that I find. But I hope you've enjoyed the video and find this update a little bit useful. This game is on Steam. Just search Sledders. You know, it's in the title of this video. It's in the thumbnail of this video. It's not hard to miss. And they do have a Discord and everything like that, which I believe you can join via the game. So definitely go and check it out. Keep up to date on these things. And this all releases to the general public on December the 5th, as I mentioned earlier. So feel free to go and add that to a wish list and check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you could drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, I would very much appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you're up to. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.